So today I'm going to show you how to grow your own lettuce from seeds and starting indoors so that you can later transplant your seedlings out into your garden. Now is the time, it's March, and depending on where you live, it's the time to start getting your seeds going, and you can do that indoors and then transplant out into your garden, which is what I did last year. Here's a picture of my garden from last year, and you can see my garden and then a picture also of my lettuces. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill up these little containers with some soil, and I choose to use this Espoma organic seed starting. You need some sort of a potting mix. So I'm just going to bring these over, since I'm doing these indoors. I'm going to bring them over to this box and just fill them up with the soil. Make sure you push the soil down so that it's really firm in there. You don't want it to be light. You want to push it down and make it very full. Ow! Okay, so these are right here I've got 12 different things that I can plant. Now, keep in mind, when you're planting these type of varieties, if it's not leaf lettuce, then you're going to get a whole head of lettuce from each of these different cells. So a whole head of lettuce goes a long way. You can use it all throughout the spring and the summer. And like last year, I went to the same heads of lettuce for like 3 months. So a little goes a long way. So even if you're only able to plant 6 different varieties of lettuce, then you're going to be able to pull the leaves off of that for a long time. So what we're going to do is first we're going to moisten the soil, because when you're putting your seeds in, you don't want to flood them. You want to get the soil wet first and then put your seeds in. And then all you're going to do is I like to put 2 seeds in each cell, just to make sure that one of them germinates, because sometimes they don't. But I'm going to put 2 seeds in each cell, and if 2 pop up, I'm just going to later pull one out. So here is Butter Crunch lettuce. I grew this last year and it was fantastic. So just to give you an example, and I get my seeds from Baker Creek. So they're very tiny, so you're just going to pull out a couple of them here. There's one. Oopsie. And there's 2. And then we're going to just lightly cover them, not very much at all. You're just going to kind of press down and lightly cover them. And that is it. One thing you want to make sure you do is label what you put in these cells, because I made up myself a little chart so that I would know what I'm growing and keep the varieties straight so that I don't get it mixed up. So now that you've gotten all your seeds planted and you've kept track of them with your chart, then it's time to keep them watered. I like to use a spritzer, and keep them in sunshine. And if you don't have a lot of sunshine, you can also use grow lights. And here is my light system that I used for my plants last year. It worked wonderfully. Basically, they're grow lights, and you just place your little cells under here and leave it on 24/7. I did. And then it helps them to grow. Yeah, and I put this near the window so it can get some natural light, and then also the grow lights help as well. And there you have it. I'll have this whole thing filled up, but for now, these are my lettuces. I have 4 different varieties here and a big dog. I'm going to put a little fence in front of it so he doesn't knock over everything. Right, Gridley? Well, signing off from the Moody Foodie.